There is a clip that I saw and it really got me thinking. It's King Wolves here, and this is how he does his intro for every single stream. He plays copyrighted music though, so please enjoy royalty-free metal music. Big lights going on everywhere. Got a giant bottle of booze. And he just starts telling people like, what's up, hype in the chat, guys. And so it really got me thinking. I try to compare that to the kind of thing that I'm doing right now. And I think to myself, is that how I'm supposed to be acting? There does seem to be the YouTuber persona where it's kind of like a hyper realistic energy. I start watching other streamers that kind of have the same deal going, like Kai Cenat, for example. Like, he can take the most mundane things and he will just put like an enormous amount of energy into there.
What is this? Ain't nobody drinking this. Bro, what the is this?
Reacting to everything with that same amount of energy. And he gets a lot of views for that. But so then, like, I look at other people, like Moist Critical, for example.
It's about the journey, not the destination. And that couldn't be more true. In fact, the destination is the saddest part of the whole adventure.
He's very plain in like everything that he says. It's kind of like a part of his brand to have the monotone delivery. And I see some people that are saying like, I'm glad that you don't have that super overhyped energy, because it seems like it's inauthentic. Like you're just playing it up for the sake of making a more energetic video instead of really being yourself. Never really a huge fan of people overreacting on purpose. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like Sprite would be those kinds of people saying the way that people act, it really affects like their perception of them. What really got me thinking about this, I was looking at Mr. Beast's old stuff. Here's like one of his archived videos where he's talking about like the worst intros on YouTube.
So I decided to bring back this old series I used to do, because why not, where I make fun of YouTubers' intros.
Yeah, normal guy. And then as time goes on, like this is one of his new-ish ones. This is from 3 years ago. And this is how he talks.
Today we're gonna test multiple different ways to stop a cannon. We're gonna try magnets, Legos, a bulletproof vest.
He acts like this now.
I laid a giant circle in the middle of nowhere.
And this is a random subscriber. And if he stays in this circle for 100 days, I'll give him $500,000.
I mean, to give him some credit, that is something to get hyped up about, you know, $500,000. Like, and he's the master, like he's the guy. People go to him over and over again to be like, how do I do YouTube? I don't know. Let me look at what Mr. Beast does. There have been a ton of clones, a lot of people replicating his formula, and a lot of people kind of adopting his persona. Hold on. I'm allergic to success. This thing kind of happens with like underrated YouTubers that suddenly become successful. They really end up changing the way that they act. I found this compilation. It said old Ludwig clips before he got all corporate. That's literally how they describe it. It's like this negative term that they have for him.
And see, like the flux is still. I gotta fix this, guys. One second, guys. I just gotta.
That's embarrassing.
See, like, the flux
That's
is
embarrassing.
He kind of just seems like a normal guy. But nowadays, it sounds more like this.
Every single time I stream, you guys ask me to play chess. But I feel like I've done everything there is to do in the chess world. Except maybe get good.
He's got that energy with him. He's got the different intonations in his voice. It seems like what a lot of people find is that if you want to retain a viewer, especially in this day and age, you have to be high energy. You have to put 110% into everything that you say, or else people get bored of it. Seems like they give up a huge chunk of their dignity for popularity. I mean, depending on who you ask, that may not be a bad trade-off. I just took a look at his face here. That's a crazy face, bruh. The point that I am trying to get at is this. Should I change how I act? Because it's not gonna be that much of a stretch if I just put more energy into things that I say. If you kind of present yourself in a way that makes it more likely for the average viewer to watch your stuff all the way through, is that a bad thing? If it just means like you just hype yourself up a little bit more, I don't think you should change. Well, I appreciate the insight, Sprite. But then at the same time, I also wonder, is that what people need? Do they need someone who is very energetic and passionate in order for them to feel good? Do you kind of put yourself at a level that people want to aspire to? Think you should try, and if it doesn't work, don't. Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with it a little bit. Because there are a bunch of people that say, like, I miss the old Ludwig. Now he's just like a clone of a YouTuber. But at the same time, he's playing the game. Because what I certainly hate to do is put a bunch of effort into something and then have people leave because they think I'm like monotone and boring. Which, like, I don't have like a self-esteem problem about that. I'm fine with the way that I act. I know I don't have to change for anyone. There's a guy who genuinely believes Mr. Beast is the Antichrist. If I have too much energy, I'll become the Antichrist. You're making this sound like it's a good thing. New video. I became the Antichrist for 24 hours. I'm going to kill this person with this rock. And if you guys don't subscribe right now, I will be sending pictures of his body to his family. Absolutely not. That would be very bad. So all of that is to say, I feel like there are upsides and downsides to both, but just know that I am thinking about this. And if one day you just see me being like a clone of someone, just know that I did it for the best and that I'm not doing it just because I want to be like everyone else. You know, it's more so like what's best for all of us. Why do I sound like we're charging into a war right now? It's literally not that deep.